Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say shalom to you Akim and Akwat out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. This one's titled, in quotes, "Only a clown would say America is falling." All right, and of course this comes from a video I was watching a while back ago. All right, we'll see if I can find it. Who is it by? Let's see. I could probably find it easily just by typing in the screen. The link is up in the screenshot that I have. So video President Biden falls. Let's see if it comes up. It was recent. I wonder if it's in history. This is the one.
Get 50% off all Domino's online pizza orders at menu price
No,
this
thank
week
you.
only, which includes right now.
I'm alright, thank you. So there's this video here, and in case you haven't seen it, we'll play it. Alright, of course we're using this as free use. Okay, so there you go. Another Biden stumbling and falling episode. Alright. So in this, we'll see if we can find the comments. We'll read some of them. Alright, because everyone's mocking this guy. Alright, the most down-to-earth U.S. president. This person says, "I don't think people realize how bad it is for an 80-year-old to be falling like this all the time." This person says, "I love how the cheers got louder and the person graduating got happier thinking the cheers were for him." "I worked in a nursing home. Falls like this have a high risk of becoming a serious health issue for anyone his age. It's scary." This guy says, "I personally feel that an 80-year-old man should be living a peaceful life at home with his grandchildren." This guy says, "Another proud moment for this country of ours. Congratulations to all the young men and women graduating this year." Now, I don't know if I'll be able to find the exact comment. It's by this person, Nina Sakar. We'll see if we can find it. It's probably been buried by now because I got it when it first happened. I went over there and was looking at it. At least a day or so after. It's got to be in here somewhere. We're not gonna waste too much time on it though, because we got this stuff saved. Okay, so what we're gonna actually just do, we're gonna hop over here. We're gonna just hold it up. Let me unplug this. All right. So here you go. You can see some of the comments. All right, here. Bear with me 1 minute. Get a better grip on this thing. All right. So it says here it is, Nina Sakar, and you can see it's the same video, right? It says, "Well done, Mr. President. You look so proud. America is falling with you too. Don't worry, you're not alone." 578 likes. And you got these people down here that, think it's, they're laughing. It's funny but worrisome at the same time. "Don't worry, you're not alone. America is falling with you." Wow. Here's this is the guy, that Dave G. This is the quote in the lesson. "Only a clown would say America's falling." All right, and I'll do you one better. I'll flip it back. Only a clown would say that America is not falling. Okay? Can you not? You must not be paying attention. All right? This guy Joseph Verbanach says at Dave G707. It says, "You think America is doing good economically, especially with foreign affairs? If so, you need to wake up." Okay, and I wish I could have got more of those comments, but you know, so there you go. And then continuing on, Dave G says, "Imagine wishing that on yourself, your family, and your whole family. People don't understand the power of words." I don't know what exactly he's saying. Lots of clowns. This Alex Maena says the American eagle has fallen. It says he can still stand, but the country is falling. There you go. And it says, here's another one. "You America," this is Joseph Riley. "You America is falling, guys, are such drama queens. You have the most powerful economy in the world. Laugh my ass off." So that's what these guys have to say. So that's where, you know, the title of the lesson comes from. Okay? That's where the title of the lesson comes from. You know, only a clown would say America's falling. No, only a clown would say that America isn't falling. If you looked around and seen all the shit that's going down, you'd have to be a fool to think that, you know, this country isn't fucking on its way out, man. Okay? And it is falling, all right? It is falling, and it will fall. Okay? It will fall. It's prophesied that it will fall. All right? And in Revelation 18, verse 2, specifically. All right? We can get that. All right? Let's grab that real quick. And we'll start from 1. But the point is in 2. It says, after... Let me plug this tablet back in. Revelation 18:1 says, "And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird." All right. And then, you know, we can leave it at there, but it continues on. There's more topics for another day, right? But, you know, it says it right here. So it's prophesied within the scriptures that Babylon is going to fall, okay? And Babylon is America, all right? It can be proved scripturally. If you don't believe it, that's your deal, okay? That doesn't make it any less true, all right? Well, I don't believe. Cool. Well, you cannot believe that, wood is a surface you can build with, but it doesn't mean that that's true. You can build with wood, all right? But you could go all day. No, you can't build with wood. You can't build with wood. No one can stop you from being in that mindset, okay? But it doesn't make you right, all right? You're still wrong. It's just what you believe, and that's the state of a lot of people these days. So no, only a clown would say America isn't falling, all right? If you have any scriptural knowledge, what these people don't, all right, then you know that it's prophesied for Babylon's downfall. So it is falling, all right? It's falling, and in the coming future, it will be completely destroyed, all right? It will completely fall. It's falling currently, okay? And the Most High is going to come back and rip this place up, all right, and put it out of its misery. So let's get some scriptures. Let's get 2nd Esdras 9:1 through 4, okay? Because with all the things you see, like, throughout the world, all right, especially in Babylon especially, but throughout the world, you don't think that there's something going down? You don't think that nothing's going down with all the mass amount of shootings that going down? And that's not because of, it's guns. It's because of guns. This country's had as many guns forever, okay? There was shitloads of guns in the 50s. There were shitloads of guns in the 60s. There were shitloads of guns in the 70s. There were shitloads of guns in the 80s. There were shitloads of guns in the 90s. There were shitloads of guns in the 2000s. There's shitloads of guns in 2010s. All right, and guess what? There's shitloads of guns in the 2020s. All right, so why is it just now that there's more shootings, huh? Why is that? It can't be the fall of the guns, because there's always been guns. Okay, it has to be, the love of many waxing cold, things getting worse and worse. Babylon's on its way out. All right, and we're in evilest, perilous times. Okay, and Lord willing, we're going to do a lesson on that soon. All right, and Lord willing, it's going to be a heavy lesson, because I have a lot of these videos of people just not caring about your life. Okay, and they're gruesome, they're graphic. Okay, And it's basically, I'm just going to play a lot of them, get some scriptures on them. You know, Lord willing, the Spirit's on me to do so. Okay? And drive that point home. And nobody cares now. Okay? Nobody cares. Okay? Got this one video, this homeless guy just sitting on the road. This guy comes up, I think he was on drugs or something, all right, and just pulls a gun and just executes him. Broad daylight, bam. All right, that's it. And then, so, you know, people don't care anymore, all right? It's not, you know, and you see these things and you don't think oh, things are getting, oh, America's not getting, oh, America's not falling. America's falling, man. All right, because where are these things primarily happening? America. Now, there's going to be devastation, earthquakes, and all this stuff all over, okay? But where is the vast majority of this evil, these terrible things happening? America, all right? Why? Because the Most High has a bone to pick with America. All right, this place has got to go down. It's got to be destroyed completely, okay? And it's prophesied within the Bible. We just read it, all right? But, you know, you patriotic Americans aren't going to believe it, all right? You're not going to believe it, but, hey, that's because you don't believe in the Bible. You're trying to get the Bible removed from schools, all right? But, hey, why? Because it says things that you don't like, all right? And I know you don't like hearing that America's going to be destroyed, all right? But it is. America's going to be destroyed at the hands of the Most High, okay? We just read it. So, going back to what the title of the lesson is, only a clown would say America is fallen, all right? Only a clown would say America isn't falling, okay? That's my throwback for that, all right? That's my rebuttal, all right? And I'm just going to throw the same thing back, but with a isn't, all right? Only a clown would say America isn't falling. You look around, man. You think this place is doing great? The economy's doing so. The economy's not doing great. It hasn't been doing good for a long time. Okay? The economy was doing better when Trump was in office, but it still wasn't great. The economy's been jacked for a long fucking time. All right? It's been jacked for a long time. It's been really predominantly pretty bad since 2008. All right? With the whole Obama situation, with that first recession, you never really fully recovered from that. All right, they say that the American society did, but it didn't. All right, and the economy wasn't so great before that. I mean, it was better. All right, but the economy in this nation has not been good for an extremely long time. You got to think about what economy has to do with. All right, the economy went out the window when they started printing paper money that it wasn't gold backed. All right, when they removed all the silver from the quarters. All right, that's when the economy went to shit. All right, let's see what year that was. When was silver removed from quarters? In 1965. That's when the economy got bad. Okay, when it was stopped being backed by precious metals. Okay. It's 1965 economy. Let's see it. Let's just look that up. It might not say anything. Was it 65 or 64? 65. Oh, the Great Inflation. Federal Reserve history, the Great Inflation from 1965 to 1982. Let's see. Inflation chart from 1965 to current. So you can see how the cumulative price change has been 863%, well, and 6%, all right? An average inflation rate of 3.98. Okay, so a dollar then would be, a dollar then would be $8 now. Okay, so it says price difference $8. Okay, so $8.63. So $1 1965 would be $9.63. You can see how the inflation has progressively gone up. Okay, and it's been going up and up and up, but 65, when they were removing that silver from coins, all right, and the money's worthless, all right, the money doesn't have any gold or anything in it, it's useless, so now the coins don't have anything, You gotta say, but the economy's doing great, right? Oh, only a fool would say America's falling. You're dumb, all right? You're not seeing the signs. You're not seeing the signs of the times that we're in, okay? This is 2 Esdras 9:1. It says, he answered me and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars and the people in the world, and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. All right, and the end is manifest, and of course that's dealing with he's visiting the whole world. But where you see terribleness all over, but where do you see the predominant blunt of destruction and wickedness and killings and murders and robbery? Where do you see all those things? America. All right, who's the laughing stock of the world right now? America. All right, so that's America's on its way out, man. America is on its way out. Okay, and the thing is, if this was any other country, you'd say, wow, it's on its way out. All right, but you American citizens are too proudful to admit, okay? If this was Nicaragua, all right, or Costa Rica, or even Canada, all right, you Babylonian Americans would have no problem admitting that it's falling. Oh, look at their economy. Yeah, they're not doing so well over there. Oh, their military. Oh, yeah, their military is not doing so well either. Look at that. Yep. Oh, look at all the violence that's going down. All the stuff. Oh, yeah. Yep. They're not doing so well. Canada must be falling. Nicaragua must be falling. Costa Rica must be falling. But since it's America, you wouldn't dare admit, right? Because this place is strong. It can bounce back from anything. America, right? That's how you people believe. But if it was anywhere else, you would admit that it's falling. But you're trying to be patriotic and trying to, oh, America would never fall. We're strong. America's not what it used to be. America at one point was strong, but it's a very weak place now. And bear with me while I blow my nose. It's bothering the hell out of me. All right, so hey, but you people don't want to. It's really you're in denial. You're in denial. Let's grab that. Let's see what that word means. All right, let me open this carbonated water while I'm at it. Let's look up denial. Spelt it wrong. Let's look up denial.
Denial.
The action of declaring something to be untrue. And that's not really, that's really not what denial is. That's what it is, but there's more to it. All right, it's being in denial of something that is most definitely true or happening. All right. Let's get a couple. Denial, verse 2, not verse, definition, Slovakia. Definition 2, version A, I guess, right? A refusal to admit the truth or reality of something, okay? The refusal to admit the truth or reality of something. The reality is that Babylon is falling, all right? It's on its way out, but they refuse to admit that. Why? They refuse to acknowledge a person or a thing. Why? Psychology. Here it is. A defense mechanism in which confrontation with a personal problem or with reality is avoided by denying the existence of the problem or reality. There's a problem with America. No, there isn't. No, there's not. No, it's fine. It's great. That's denial. That's denial. All right? And we don't even need any of the other ones because that got it. That's denial. And you patriots, all right, are in denial, man. get Matthew 24 and 1. Matthew 24 and 1. Here we go. So here's the signs of the times, right? This is the signs of the times. So these are the things that the Yahushua gave to his disciples, as signs to say, hey, when these things start happening, then you're gonna know the end's near. Okay. So here it is, Matthew 24, starting with 1. It says, and Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Yahushua said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. All these things are going to go away, right? It says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many. So these are the signs. Here we go. He didn't say, Babylon, or, he didn't say all this stuff's going to happen in 2024, 2023, 2022. He didn't say that. All right. He didn't say, June 5th. All right. Of 2024. He didn't say that. Could something happen then? Yeah. But it's not how he did it. Okay, it's signs. And that's why we're waiting for signs. What are those signs? Verse 4, and Yahushua answered and said to them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. So, false Hamashiachs, all right? So, and you already got that one over there in Jerusalem. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So the end is not yet, but these things are happening. Are they not? Are there not wars and rumors of wars? Because you have wars, Russia and Ukraine, and then there's rumors of wars, like North Korea getting involved, China getting involved, all right, situations with Syria, all right, all that's rumors of wars. Okay, those are happening, wars and rumors of wars. Oh, that's just vague. You could use this scripture for the last 40 years because there's been wars and rumors of wars. Not on this level, all right? So, going on with verse 7, it says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. Or all these things, all these things are going to have to add up, okay? All these things have to add up, okay? You get it? You got it? These things are going to be happening, and you can see them. You're like, wow, that's happening. And, hey, that's happening also. Wow, look at that. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. And what has there been? Famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places all over the place, man. There's been famines all over, all right? Not to the full extent yet, all right? But there's been pestilences. We just got out of, that whole, vid deal, all right? That I was coming back too, by the way. So, earthquakes in diverse places, got that. It's all over. You can look up earthquake map, and you'll see they're everywhere. Verse 8 says, all these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name. And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake, which is going to happen, right? And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise and deceive many, which is happening. It says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, which is happening. We're going to, Lord willing, like I said, the Spirit told me to do that lesson. We're going to be doing a lesson on verse 12. All right, the love of many waxing cold. Very perilous and evil times, man. All right, in verse 13 it says, but he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved. And in verse 14, this is happening right now. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So there you go, man. Okay? So, but only a clown would say that America is falling, right? Only a clown would say that. When we have evidence, we have evidence. Now, I'd be very surprised if these weren't living in their trailers, sister fucking hillbillies that are making these type of comments. All right, America ain't out the way I own clams would say that. Sitting there drinking moonshine. I'd be very surprised if it wasn't people like that. It's either them and those dumbasses who really don't think it is, or it's the people that are in denial and they're just afraid. No, we have the strongest military, right, guys? Right. We have the strongest military, right? right? We do, don't we? You know, because they're afraid. You know, they're afraid. They don't want to know that no, your military isn't as strong as it used to be. Okay, first of all, look, man, look at they're letting Moes into the military. It's just, you know, just look. The American military used to be strong. All right. Look. This is not a display of power. That is a display of weakness. This, not a display of power. This is a display of weakness. Shit like this, I don't even know if this is real. I hope that that's fake. Okay? That's weakness. Okay? That is weakness. Shit like that, weakness. And you know what? Notice who they're doing it with. They don't look to be necessarily white. All right, I don't know if they're Asian or something. They might be Asian, but look. Look at that. Does that look like you can tell? You can always tell who's an alphabet person or not. You can tell that person is just by their weird fucked up face. But look at that. Does that look like power? Look how. Does this look like power to you? Does this look like a strong military? Does this look like power to you? Just come on, man. Does this look like power to you? It's fucking gross. I don't even want to show it, but does that look like power? Does it? Here's another gross one. Does that look like power? And I don't even like seeing it, but I'm using it for so it's disgusting. Does that seem like power? Does this seem like power? Look at this shit. This. America is on its way out, man. America is on its way out. Look at that, and then look at this. Look at these. Well, these are this. See, well, you know, that's biased because they're black folk. No, they look like they're strong. You know, that guy looks to be a so-called white guy, but he looks like he's strong. I bet he could whoop some ass back in the day. These guys they look like they could whoop some ass. They don't look, you know, like that joke that Eddie Murphy said. He says Mr. T looked like he could whoop some ass. He don't look like he can't fight. Mr. T looks like he can whoop some ass. All right, look at this. These guys don't look like wimps. All right, they don't. Okay, and America was still, you know, not justifying America and Esau and their army, but back then at least they had an appearance of strength. Now we have this. Just disgraceful, man. This is just yeah. I don't even have. That, as Forrest Gump would say, that's all I have to say about that. So Isaiah 13:9. Let's go and get it. It's just. But you people America's doing great. You have people walking around with, alphabet people walking around, you know, with flags and waving, just waving dildos and shit. It happens, man. I'm not making that shit up. You know, they're waving it like it's a fucking like symbol of like independence or something. It is a symbol of independence. You're literally waving a fucking dildo around, man. Come on now. Come on. This is ridiculous. And that, you know, that just here. You want another one? I'm gonna use this in the incognito tab because I don't even want it in my search history. This is America. This is the strong. America's not falling though. America's not falling. How do you spell this guy's name? America is not falling though. This is a guy. America's not falling, though. Right? America's not falling. This place is a joke. This place is a joke. And it's funny because you patriots will be like, America, only a clown would say America's falling. And then you say, oh, something's wrong with America. All these people, well, something wrong with America. It's falling. That's what it is. You just don't understand it. You don't get it. But anyway, Isaiah 13 and 9. And the Most High is going to destroy this place. All right, but you guys don't think so. There's more proof that it's going to happen. It says, behold, the day of the Lord. This is Isaiah 13 and 9. It says, behold, the day of the Lord cometh. Let me grab a drink. Sakia. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate. And he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it, for the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. All right, continuing on, it says, and I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause arrogancy of the proud to cease, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place, in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. All right, jumping down to verse 19, says, and Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Is there a place called Sodom and Gomorrah now? No. Why? What happened to it? It got burnt up. It got burnt up. But you don't want to see the signs of the time. We're going to jump over to Matthew 16 and 1. Speaking of the signs of the times, right? As it says, Matthew 16 and 1. It says, the Pharisees also with the Sadducees came, and tempting desired him that he would show them a sign from heaven. And he answered them, he being Yahushai, he answered and said unto them, and you can tell because it's red letter, it says, when it is evening, ye say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, you can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times? A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall be no sign given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas. And he left them and departed. Let's get it in the Good News Translation. It says, we're going to start with 2. It says, but Yahushua answered, when the sun is setting, you say we're going to have fine weather because the sun is red, because the sky is red. And in the early morning, you say it's going to rain because the sky is red and dark. You can predict the weather by looking at the sky, but you cannot interpret the signs concerning these times. How evil and guileless are the people of this day. You ask me for a miracle? No, the only miracle you will be given is the miracle of Jonah. He left them and went away. All right, so you can look outside. Oh, it's going to rain, I think. And oh, it's going to be clear today. But you can't tell that, Babylon's on its way out. That, this whole world's going to have destruction coming to it. All right, and really, what does that go back to? We got it earlier. Denial. It goes back to denial. Okay, let's get it again. We got to get what denial means. How long have we been going for? 33 minutes. Denial. Okay. Number 2, refusal to admit the truth or reality of something. You refuse to admit the truth. Why don't you want to admit the truth? Let's go back down to psychology. It says a defense mechanism in which confrontation with a personal problem or with reality is avoided by denying the existence of the problem or reality. There's a lot of problems in America. No, there aren't. No. America's great. It's wonderful. Best place in the world. That's denial. That is denial. Okay? And why do you have denial? Because you people are the Edomites. You so-called white people are the Edomites. All right? Not all of you. All right, not all white-looking people are the Edomites, but a vast majority of you are. And you're in denial. Why? Because it's your territory. It's your domain. You don't want it to get ruined. All right? You're in denial. No, that can't be happening. Really? That can't. No, that's not going to happen, right? But it is. All right? Because Esau thinks that nothing's ever bad is going to happen to them. We're going to get Psalms 10 and 2. Let's get it. And that's why Esau, they're in denial. and they don't think that nothing ever is going to be bad. America's going to stand strong and tall because they don't think they're ever going to be in adversity. Okay, so starting with we're starting with 2. Here we go. The wicked in his pride, as Psalms 10 and 2. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let him be taken in the devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boasts of his heart desire, and blesseth the covetous whom the Lord abhorreth. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. He hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. That's what he says. He said it, right? I shall not be moved. I shall never be in adversity. Adversity is hardship. He doesn't think he's ever going to go through it. He doesn't think Babylon's going to fall. He loves it. It's going to stay forever, and they're going to fight the Lord, and they're going to win, and that they're going to have, everyone's going to get chipped, and they're going to have complete control, and their new world order is going to go through, and they're going to sit there and be like, look at us, Bill. We're gods. We're gods. God damn it, Jerry, can't you look at us? Look at us. Look at us, man. You want some more wine? This is great, isn't it? That's what they think. But boy, they cannot be more wrong. All right, they're gonna fight the Lord and they're gonna lose. Not everyone's gonna get chipped. All right, and they're not gonna be gods. Okay, they are experiencing a grand delusion in their minds. Okay, and they could not be more wrong. But why? Because they're in denial. They're in denial. Like it says, verse 6, he has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. What is that? That's denial. It says his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. And that's all we have to really get because, we didn't really have to get more than that. Really, we could just close off at 6, but, there's more on that, but not really pertaining to what we're talking about today. That's just general Edomite stuff, all right? How the Edomites act, all right? How they hide and, wait to trap people. But, that's just how it goes. These people are in denial. Let's get Psalms 52 and 7. This is Psalms 52 and 7. It says, Lo, this is the man that made not the Most High his strength, but trusted in the abundance of his riches. I'm going to make tanks, and I'm going to build guns and AR-15s, and I'm going to build Colt M16A1s and M16A2s, and we're going to make M4A1s, and we're going to make AK-47s, and AK, all these shits, Glocks, and we're going to make Rugers, and we're going to make Winchesters, we're going to make Mossbergs, we're going to make all these things. And we're going to make, and then we're going to make missiles, Hellfire missiles. We're going to make HIMARS systems. We're going to make nukes. And we're going to make, Kevlar body arm. And this is going to protect us. And we'll be able to fight. And no one will ever be able to bring us down. Abundance of their riches, right? Abundance of their riches. Oh, and F-16s and B-52 bombers. And all these things. These are probably out of date by now. But, all these planes. We're going to have big old carrier ships and submarines and nuclear submarines and... all these things, Verse 7 again, Lo, this is the man that made not the Most High his strength, but trusted in the abundance of his riches, and strengthened himself in his wickedness. Okay, they think all those things, they think those things are going to bail them out. Right? They think, with our bombs and our guns and, these tanks, we're going to be able to conquer the lands, and no one will ever be able to take us down. We have more tanks and guns and bombs than anybody else. That's not true, though. Okay? Let's look who has the most nukes. And America might come up, but I don't think it's America. And a lot of the thing is you got to realize America has a lot of nukes, but a lot of them are inert. All right? Inert. What is inert? Not inert, but inert.
Inert.
Lacking the ability of strength to move. It's ineffective. There, it is. Deficient in active properties. It's inert. It's useless. It's inert. All right. So, inert gas. You have inert gas. deficient in active properties. And if the active properties is you know, whatever you put in the bomb and they sat and they hadn't been used, then guess what? They're inert. They can't even be used anymore. All right, they're gonna drop, but they're not gonna blow up. Why? Because they're inert. The materials, they've decayed over time. Okay, it's just like ammunition. You're not really supposed to fire old ammunition. If it fires, okay, most of the time it will, but that's a little bit different than, you know, radioactive chemicals and materials, and who else knows what they put in there. Okay, now we forgot to. Who has the most nukes? Oh, would you look at that? Russia. But, you know, who has the largest military? China. So you have China with the largest military, not United States, and then you have Russia with the most nukes, not the United States. So how is the United States the most powerful? Let's look who has the most. Who has the most? America might have the most tanks. No, not even close. Russia, then North Korea, then United States. So they don't even get that. They don't even get that. So Russia's topping all of it. So why aren't they considered the why aren't they considered the strongest power? Huh? You're gonna find out how strong Russia is once they attack America, because America's not gonna be able to fight Russia. They're not. They're just not. They're not gonna be able to, especially on their own, because all these other countries are gonna bounce out. All right. Well, we got Ukraine on our side. Well, they're getting fucking battered right now. All right, as opposed to all the Ukrainian propaganda that's going around, they are getting absolutely fucking devastated. Okay, so you got them. All right, you got what? Germany. Cool. That's great. That's a good power to have. But they're gonna all those things. It's prophesied that they're gonna turn their back on the Great Whore. All right. And plus, you know, you got to think you'd be crazy to even get involved with the United States if you're going up against, and they're gonna have. So here you are, Germany. Let's just say you had all your allies: Germany, America, Canada, England. We'll just leave it at that. Israel. Who would be dumb enough to want to go against Russia, Iraq, China, and North Korea? Those are some of the. Guess what? They showed up on the list of most powerful militaries and who has the most guns and bombs and all that stuff and nukes. They were way above all those other countries. Germany didn't even show up. Okay, Germany didn't even show up. UK sure didn't even. UK's military is a joke. Okay, UK's military is not even helpful. They had to be bailed out by the United States military. Okay, and in situations like Dunkirk, and they were fighting really. Yeah, they were fighting really hard, but they still had to be bailed out. Okay, so. Anyway, we're going to get Psalms 49:11, and then we're going to go ahead and close out. Because this is what Esau thinks, man. Psalms 49:11. This is Esau. Denial. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. America was named after Amerigo Vespucci. Okay? This is speaking of the Edomites. Okay, they think that their houses shall continue forever. They're going to always have America, and they're always going to be rich, and they're always going to be having it good, and they're going to have their little lands and their little Hollywood with their big old, houses and nice mansions, and, they're going to have them, and then they're going to die, right? And then they're going to come back 3 to 4 generations, and they're still going to have that wealth, all right, that generational wealth. That's why they teach their kids to manage it, because they know they're going to be back in 3 to 4 generations, and they still want to be rich, right? So that's these people, man. That's these people. So that's why they think that only a clown would say that America's falling. America's falling, all right? America is most definitely falling, and you're a clown if you can't see it. Okay? How long are we going for? Like 40 minutes? 44 minutes. All right. So hey, with that, we're gonna go ahead and close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakbadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. I want to say shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until the next one, Lord willing, shalom.